Gentlemen, welcome to your first Master Canvas session. Don't forget, one of you will be taking home $100,000 and the title of Ink Master. You have 6 hours to do this work, and your time begins now.
Like, thank God I get to actually show exactly what I do in my business.
I'm confident I can get this done. I got lightning in a tattoo machine. It will pop off.
James is a madman trying to accomplish a ton of work in a short amount of time. The drawing looks great. His true Japanese skills are showing through. If he finishes it, Tommy and I could really be in trouble.
5 down, that's 1 hour left, people.
Are you happy with this?
I went home to the brownstone last night, worked until 4 in the morning on it, woke up at 7 and then finished it by 2 today.
Hey man, at the end of the day, it's 100 grand.
That's why I was up all night.
I'm realizing now that I've designed a tattoo that is way over the time constraint. I feel like I'm way behind schedule.
I gotta keep on my game, you know what I'm saying, kid? I got Tommy Helm to worry about, man.
All right, guys, 30 minutes left to your first Master Canvas session.
My only concern is that the Buddha and Lotus, even done perfect, it's just not as impressive as like practically a full sleeve that James is working on. And that girl's sitting like a freaking rock, so I know that he's gonna finish it.
5 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, time's up. Machine's down, no more ink.
I'm stoked. I'm happy with what I've got done. I think it laid out really well.
So have you been enjoying the competition?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. This is the final challenge. I mean, this is it, like to seal the deal, so I gotta go for it. I plan on doing a lot of detail and really smooth shading, and it takes time. I gotta try and tattoo fast.
I have almost 6 layers in this tattoo. Top water to bottom water to koi fish to flowers.
You know, it's pretty busy, the one James is doing, but either way, it's impressive. Like, it's big.
I'm glad I'm in the finals with this tattoo, and I really think this is one tattoo that can actually take down Shane.
15 minutes to go.
Almost there, man. Almost at the end of this whole entire thing, kid.
5 seconds. All right, that's it. Time's up. No more ink. Machine's down.
Amazing, isn't it?
I feel like the Buddha, it's done as good as it can be done. It just doesn't pop. It gave it as much realism and flair as I possibly could. I had to run with that.
I just completed a really big tattoo. I don't think anybody could have done that much work in that amount of time.
Today was a brutal day.
We have finally made it to the end, and I am finished, man. I'm done. But I'm so happy with what I did for this last piece. I'm gonna grab that top spot.
I'm very proud of the tattoo I did on you today, you know what I mean?
This week, we gave you 12 hours to tattoo a master canvas selected by the judges based on your portfolio and previous work done here at Ink Master. Before we continue, I have a surprise for you. We will not be judging your master canvases tonight. Instead, you'll be given a second master canvas.
Oh my God.
I know it wasn't over.
I'm exhausted, man.
For these canvases, the design is completely up to you. This is your chance to tattoo exactly what you want. You'll have 6 hours to tattoo, and then we will critique both your 12-hour canvas and your 6-hour canvas.
This is the grand finale. It's all come down to this. These guys have to show off what they can do because 2 guys are going home with and 1 guy's going home with 100 grand. Let's see it.
That's basically what I came up with. I feel that the design I came up with focuses on a lot of different elements of all my critiques through this competition. It's my same style, it's my comfort zone.
It's amazing. How long does it take you to draw something like this?
7 hours.
I really need to show the judges what they thought I couldn't do throughout this whole competition, and that was women's hands and women's faces.
That's it. Time's up. No more ink.
Oh my God, you're amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Might be one of the best I did the whole show. It'd be fucking ironic if the best piece I did the whole show was color.
This week, we asked you to tattoo 2 master canvases. One was selected by the judges based on your portfolio and the previous work you've done here. The other was your chance to tattoo whatever design you felt would showcase your skills. James, you're up first. Let's talk about your 12-hour tattoo.
I wanted to focus on all the aspects of shading, blending, line work, depth, and show that I did learn and do what I know I can do in that amount of time.
Dude, you're an amazing tattooer, man. You bang out big work.
All right, James, let's talk about your 6-hour tattoo. Japanese in style?
Yes.
Then we just kind of do this?
I know that we were told, hey, do what we want to do. I love flowers. I can do flowers every day of the week. I love it.
But James, this isn't every day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
You're
But,
up for $100,000.
It is a lot on the line, and I wanted to do my best. I didn't want to step out of my comfort zone and look bad.
Shane, you're next. Let's talk about your 12-hour tattoo. The shading in the face especially is so soft. The use of the negative space in the chin, the really dramatic hard outline. This thing looks like a carved statue.
I've seen a lot of these done, and it is so easy to just jack these things up. To give it this dimension and the way you made this thing look, how it was kind of statuesque, you really excelled with this.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Shane, let's talk about your 6-hour tattoo. You threw in color.
Had an opportunity to show color, so I had to take it.
There's so much detail in that skull head, and the filigree is so simple, it's a little bit flat. If you would have just put some extra line work in there, that would have changed the whole feel of this tattoo. It looks like it's just kind of lacking the snap in those areas.
Tommy, let's take a look at your 12-hour tattoo. This is a big, impressive, dark piece.
I really like the outcome of it.
All the detail you did wrapped around the horns and in the helmet set this tattoo apart. You really hit this on the head.
Tommy, let's talk about the 6-hour tattoo. She's gorgeous. Hands are beautiful. The face is soft. Fabric wrapped around her, I can see through it. She's pretty breathtaking, dude.
It's definitely obvious that you came out today to fight. But you came out to slap us back. I can do hands, I can do faces, I can do the damn thing. This is my favorite tattoo that you've done here, and actually, I'm gonna tell you it's my favorite tattoo of the show.
Wow.
Smartly played. You're definitely fighting, buddy.
Thank you so much, man.
Good job.
I appreciate it.
Well, for the final tattoo, each of you were sent home with a master canvas and 24 hours to tattoo. These master canvases agreed to let you apply whatever design you wanted. For one of you, it's the most important tattoo of your life. Let's take a look.
This is the ultimate battle. I really want to win this competition.
I'm doing a $100,000 tattoo. I can't see how I could not win this.
This is not by accident that I'm in the finals. I came here to win it.
Come on back.
All right, I'm excited.
The judges are my client, and I'm putting this together for the judges. I'm going to have face and hands coming through skin.
I am in complete shock. It is a lot more masculine than I ever imagined that it would be.
Definitely go big or go home. I want to show that I can do a beautiful portrait down to as creepy and as dark as you want to go and make them blend in the transition and be beautiful. Ready to rock? Let's do this.
I really want to focus on Norse mythology. The Valkyrie on one side, and I want Odin on the other. When the judges look at this piece, I want them to feel the soul of the tattoo.
Oh boy, oh my God.
Stand up and clean you off.
Wow, that's so detailed.
I wouldn't mind a little bit more time, but the execution, I believe, is really clean.
Thank you, thank you.
I think the judges finally will have a field day with this one. I guarantee the judges are gonna be like, holy these came for real.
Came together really well, better than I anticipated. I stuck to my style. Now everybody gets to see what I'm great at. Those other two better bring it, because if they don't. I feel like it's finished. I nailed it exactly the way I want it to look. I wanted to show contrast because I got yelled at my contrast tattoo. I want to show everything that I do well. I think the shoulders show this part of the skull instead of the full part. I didn't want to go too high up on his neck. I love it. It's me. It's his personality and mine together. I think I love it.
Steve, the layering on this thing's incredible.
Thank
you know, you were able to go in and create different layers of black to gray and show a great transition.
Sebastian, you're up next, sir.
I feel like a lot of the tattoo is a gray consistency. And I think with such heavy subject matter that you chose to do on this lady's back, a little more black. I'm always by the black. And I feel like something this dark needs to be darker because as you even see in Steve's tattoo, that black makes the light pop. And without that heavy anchor in these things, there's areas where it goes flat. I would have liked to have seen you really dive in there, use a little more black to it, and really concentrate on your outlines. But overall, listen, it's a great outing for you. It's not a bad tat.
Sebastian, thank you very much, man.
All right, man.
Sarah Miller, please come on up.
Well, she's a warrior. She's in the middle of a battle right now. Valkyries aren't angels. They aren't pristine. They aren't completely innocent. She's been through this battle. She's been down. She's fighting. She represents the fight in and of herself. And what I really wanted to show was she's still there. She's still standing. She has gone down. She's taken her lumps. She is back, and she's in the game.
We got to see these tattoos healed. And, you know, one thing about these tattoos is that, again, the lack of black that you put into your tattoos makes a dull color field look duller. If you put black into these tattoos in areas where they're necessary and you don't have fear to commit, because you're doing the big tough tattoos, just put a little bit of tough black in them and it'll make the color pop a little bit more.
It's the final three, it's the big competition. This is the tattoo that's gonna win me the title of Ink Master.
There is $100,000 on the line, and I'm going to take it.
I have 35 hours. This is my time to shine. Give me the title. You ready to do this?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be open to anything, so I'm concerned that I'm gonna get a tattoo I don't want.
That's the drawing I did. My tattoo is a realistic underwater scene with a mermaid. That's what I'm going for, is that big wow factor.
This is what I got. I love photorealism. I love to tattoo animals. I cannot wait to get started.
It's really not that tasteful. Do I really want some random girl on my back for the rest of my life?
Here we go.
I think we got a winner. I am doing a battle royale. It's basically an eagle, a dragon, and a snake battling it out in a fight to the death.
So badass. I want you to win more than anything.
It's the perfect tattoo that symbolizes me being in this competition.
Man, my dad's gonna kill me if he sees this.
Hopefully he doesn't have a heart attack.
I'm really not cool with this. I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna be a father one day, and here I have some random girl on my back that has no relation to me or my family.
First session is done.
It is a lot of money on the line for her, but it's not any money on the line for me. I absolutely know that I am not coming back for the next session, and best of luck to her.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
There's been a situation. Unfortunately, your master canvas is not coming back. So, we are going to send you a new master canvas, but you're going to have to start from scratch. All right, sweetheart, good luck to you.
I am completely in shock right now. I really did not expect him to pull out. I hope that it's not going to affect my chance to win.
It's crazy, see, I gotta wonder what the other people are doing, you know?
Hi.
I'm Stanley.
Hi, Stanley. Nice to meet you. I'm so disappointed, but I made it this far. I'm not gonna let anything stop me right now.
Take a look at that and tell me what you think, buddy. This tattoo is going to secure me the win. Being able to draw something super creative definitely gives me advantage.
That is freaking amazing.
I don't feel like Tattoo Baby or Joey can do what I do.
You're unbelievable.
Wow.
I worked so hard putting my all into this piece. I deserve to win.
I put everything I had into this tattoo. I came here to compete, and I came here to win the money.
It's the best tattoo I've ever seen.
Mark my words, I'm gonna be the next Ink Master.
Tattoo baby, you're up first. Let's bring out your master canvas.
I'm always happy to see the amount of black that you put into a tattoo, but before you get to the black, you have to look at the stage of the stencil. When you put the stencil on the skin, you have to look and see where the stencil finishes, correct? You have to make sure that the stencil's not laying on a vital part where the face or the torso is gonna move. In this particular picture, your client's arms are pulled totally forward and he's stretching his back. If his arms would be at his side in a normal back piece picture, her torso and her neck would be completely off. You place the tattoo in the wrong place. To start, placement in a tattoo is everything. If you look at this client right now, please put your arms at your side. His shoulders will pop out. It will distort the way that we see in the photos when we look at these tattoos, the way that it actually looks. You have to be mindful of placement of a stencil to do a back piece.
Make a note from that. This design was designed for my first canvas. Unfortunately, he did drop out and didn't want to continue the tattoo. And then I met lovely Stan. But unfortunately, Stan had this huge scar from here to here, which is also why, you know, you'll see a little bit of the denting on the tattoo. And he had another tattoo. So I was working a little bit already against placement. So that's why I
This is your opportunity to put something centered in the back and make a beautiful back piece. You can never put an arm or a neck off to the side on a shoulder.
Thanks, Chris. All right, Joey, let's bring out your master canvas.
Joey, looking at this tattoo, man, you put a lot of time and effort into doing this. We're missing that rich contrast, which you do see in Tattoo Baby's tattoo because of the use of black. What I pick immediately when I look at this is that if you look at the same color, whether it be blue, whether it be flesh tone, what the color may be, you're only one shade off from the next color as if you're picking it right off of the shelf. You know, you have to make things pop and you have to be able and willing to go ahead and commit to the palette that you're picking and go ahead and use that black, man.
In my defense though, in a lot of the underwater scenes that I did research, that background is just one shade off in the background. And I understand what you're saying, like as a tattoo, yes, it probably needed more contrast. And I did try and go back in and add some black just to add the depth so it looked like she was close and it was farther away. I guess I just didn't
what
do
we're
enough.
looking for in this, and you know well enough from being here for this many weeks and from standing in the shoes you're standing in, is something that's gonna pop. You know, this tattoo is a beautiful tattoo. It just lacks a certain amount of pop.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Jimmy, you're up next. Let's bring out your master canvas. Wow.
You've impressed throughout the competition. You've been a strong, solid tattooer. And with that being said, you and I had a conversation one day when we were in your room and you were like, man, these kids need to know better than to be putting all that background on. I don't put unnecessary background on. I stay away from that. And I think that you overthunk your position in this. The background that you did in here probably was unnecessary, and your standing of just doing 3 solid images and doing it your style after 20 plus years of tattooing in the style that everybody's known to grow and love, you didn't do. You abandoned your style in this particular piece, in a sense. And I feel like the center skull doesn't look like you did it. It doesn't look like a Jimmy Litwack skull.
Well, I wanted to come show you versatility. I didn't want to come out like, my style is what got me standing here in this position.
100.
I wanted to show my versatility to show you that I could hold that title.
But that was my conversation with Oliver was, man, I think that Jimmy tried to play to every sense instead of staying in Jimmy's head and doing Jimmy. And you did do Jimmy the entire competition. But on this particular piece, this doesn't look like Jimmy was comfortable.
This is the battle I've been waiting for my whole life. That title is mine.
Winning Ink Master would change my life. I need this more than anybody.
I really had to fight tooth and nail to get where I'm at. There's no way in hell that I'm gonna give Scott the satisfaction of taking away my title of Ink Master.
Hey, fancy meeting you here. How you doing?
Everybody's doing back pieces.
This is kind of to show you the darks that are gonna be in there.
I'm gonna do everything I can to secure this win.
We're gonna do the heart really anatomic, like it's bloody and shiny and red. This tattoo screams Scott Marshall. It's gonna be the boldest tattoo that the judges have ever seen. Ready?
Yep.
We got center of your spine here, have most of the weight on this side, and have the feathery stuff over here to balance it out. I'm going up against two really strong artists, but I've come out swinging hard. There's no way I'm gonna blow this. I've beaten these guys in challenges before, so it's not impossible for me.
I tend to think that Maddie's more of a bigger threat to me than Scott is. He really has nothing to lose.
She's like the underdog.
But Scott might be having some problems too because he's really heavy-handed.
Oh my God. You gotta earn it too, you know what I mean? This is what she signed up for. This is what it's gonna take to win this competition.
Oh, dude, I'm done.
Finish line's like right there, you can see it. She has to be down for all 35 hours.
I love tattoos until I got this one.
Almost there, almost there.
All right, we're done.
Finally all done. Scott and Sausage should be nervous.
That's amazing, man.
I put on a badass $100,000 tattoo. Can't wait to see what everybody else did. Gonna be a tough call.
Good God, it looks awesome. No one is going to take that title away from me.
I love the amount of color you put into it. It's beautiful.
This tattoo is gonna get me the title of Ink Master.
Amazing.
The good guy always wins.
All right, Sausage, you're up. Let's see your tattoo, and why don't you tell us about it?
You ready to reveal this? Okay, go ahead. What I tattooed on my master canvas is a very beautiful woman that's very alluring. But if you look closer, she's got a dark side. What I love about myself as being a tattoo artist is that I really communicate with my canvases, and so this is a true collaboration between us.
Thanks, buddy. Nice job. Maddie, you're up next. Maddie, tell us about your piece.
Well, man, this is so huge for me. But this is my tattoo, and for me, this is my interpretation of what I feel the struggle that all of us have going through a daily basis. You know, I tried to use a whole lot of symbolism, you know, to depict an angel rising from the flames of temptation. And, you know, it just says so much about me in this tattoo.
Cool, man. Well done.
Thank you.
Scott, you're up next, man. Tell us about this, Scott. Really nice.
Being that my tattoo was on a woman, I wanted to give her something that she could relate to. Love and heartache. My tattoo is feminine and beautiful, but it still shows my style.
Very cool, man. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
This is my second time in this competition. I have a lot more to prove than Clean and Eric. I'm gonna show the world I am the next Ink Master.
Clean and Jason think they can take me out. They got another thing coming. I'm not leaving without the $100,000.
I'm way more versatile than Eric and Jason put together. That title is mine. There it is.
I love it.
All right, let's do it. This is the largest color realism tattoo I've ever done, but I'm gonna kill it.
Clean doing the same style as me doesn't faze me at all. I want to take Clean out throughout the whole competition, and this is how I'm going to do it with this final back piece.
Well, check it out. I kept it really fun, really playful. Clean and Eric thought that they would trip me up by giving me new school, but I'm still gonna infuse my own style into this tattoo. I'm gonna knock this thing out of the park.
Ready?
I really wish I would have got the new school back piece that Jason got, but no matter what he's doing, I'm gonna knock it out of the park with this one.
Hey.
Hey, girl. You ready for some more work or what?
You know, I just feel like at this point, I'm not really wanting to continue on with the tattoo.
Who starts a 35-hour back piece and doesn't go through with it?
I didn't have time to think about it.
$100,000 on the line, girl. I mean, you know,
I
you're killing me
understand.
right now. And I finally get here, and it's like, I got all this on the line. I don't know what to do, man. My anxiety is on level 11 right now. I'm screwed.
I've come too far to let her tap out right now.
I feel super weird, like hot and cold at the same time.
You want some water or something to drink? I have to get my canvas to sit through the rest of this tattoo.
Hey, Dave.
Got a little bit of a snag here.
You're telling me, dude.
What we're gonna do is send you another canvas.
I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
Nice to meet you.
So glad to meet you. You ready for a tattoo today?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Wow.
That 100K has been mine since day one.
Eric, this is awesome.
There's no way the judge is gonna look at this tattoo and not give me the win.
Wow, this is great.
I think we got a winner here.
Yeah, this is definitely
Awesome.
gonna win.
That title's mine.
All right, Eric, step on up. Let's take a look at your tattoo.
So I was assigned photorealism by my competitors, and my canvas wanted a really tough tattoo. She wanted to do something that's part of her favorite imagery, which is a human heart. So I did that, morphing into a human skull with the raven on the top. And to soften it up a little bit to accentuate a feminine side, I added nice roses on the bottom.
All right, thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
Clean, come on down, man. Let's take a look.
I was given photorealism, and you know, my guy's a mechanic, and you know, I'm a gearhead, and we just decided to do some hot rod stuff and a super badass skull.
Cool, man. Thanks, Clean. All right, JCD, step on up. Let's see your tattoo.
All right, my canvas, I was given new school, and I still wanted to add some of my Japanese elements to it. But I wanted to do something positive, you know? I wanted to do something positive that had a kind of a snapshot of a young child's imagination to it.
Second time you had to outline that thing, right?
Yes.
All right, buddy, thank you.
If Chris and Matt think that they can take me out at this point, they are fooling themselves. I'm taking home the $100,000. You might as well write me the check right now.
Wow.
My main goal is to show everybody a good, solid, traditional tattoo.
I know that I'm the best artist ever to compete for the title of Ink Master.
I'm gonna do pinup, realism, something racy, some kind of hot roddy.
Oh my gosh.
I have this title in the bag.
Oh my God.
I was definitely trying to get some dark and creepy in there.
I know that black and gray is going to give me the edge, and it's not the predictable thing for me to do.
I don't know what the other guys are going to do, but I don't think it's going to be able to touch this.
I don't think so either.
You just pumped with adrenaline right now, huh? Chris and Cruzman are both going to bring a knife to a gunfight.
We'll call it a day, cool? We got a ton accomplished today for sure. I'll see you in 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yep, I'll be here.
My canvas is having major issues with pain. This is costing me valuable time right now. I need every second of the 35 hours.
I need to lay down on the ground. I need to.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Unfortunately, due to a family emergency, your master canvas will not be returning to finish up.
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me, dude. I wanna punch a wall right now.
the best thing that I can do is provide you with a brand new canvas, which means you'd have to get started from scratch.
This is bull.
Oh my God.
You got it. You got it.
I don't think either one of them are gonna do something this cool.
Nice to meet you, Cruzman.
Jason?
Dude, thank you so much for coming. The chances of me getting this outline in just as perfect on the second guy are slim to none, man.
This is definitely the scariest tattoo I've ever done.
I don't think you're gonna lose it. You have the win in the bag.
Well, figured the best way to beat them was just to do something so ridiculous that they can't compete against it.
For sure, Cruzman and Chris are doing color.
Whatever Chris does, it'll be full of white highlights, probably not a lot of black or a lot of lines.
It is time for an American traditional tattoo to win the title of Ink Master.
There's no way I'm gonna let Chris have the satisfaction of winning.
Matt and Cruzman should definitely be nervous. There's no doubt in my mind that this is a $100,000 tattoo.
Man, I was really stoked to do this tattoo for her. I wanted to do something that she would be able to live with and enjoy. I knew that this black and gray tattoo would be something that would last well. It's gonna hold up better than a color back piece would have. I knew it was a risk doing a black and gray tattoo for the finale. I love what I did. I hope Shelby loves what I did. I put a ton of work into this tattoo and making it a really sweet custom drawing. I drew it all from scratch. I did it from my own pictures of my own model. I really worked my butt off to make this the best thing that I could do.
It shows, man.
Chris, go ahead and reveal your master canvas, buddy.
Hey now.
Well, in all the past seasons, you guys did pinups. I wasn't gonna let you guys get away, you old masters, get away with me not doing a pinup. So I did a pinup girl for you, full color saturation.
All right, Cruzman, let's see your master canvas, buddy.
Drop it like it's hot.
Tell us about it, buddy. Speak. Tell us about your tattoo, buddy.
Well, I decided to go with an American traditional tattoo because I feel like at this point in the game, it would have been foolish for me to go with something I wasn't familiar with. These tattoos stand the test of time. This is a hand-drawn tattoo. It's not a Google image. It's built to last, man, and I'm super pumped on this thing. I'd wear it myself.
Winning this competition is gonna definitely set the record straight. I dominated season 5. I dominated season 7. That $100,000 has been mine since day 1.
Everybody underestimated me because I've only been tattooing for 5 years. I have to prove to everyone that getting to the finale wasn't just a fluke.
I may have used strategy to get me this far, but my tattooing is gonna get me the win.
So the judges assigned me with American traditional tattooing. So
Awesome.
You're gonna be stoked.
I came up with the dragon. Whoa. This is one of the things that I struggle with during the competition. Let's win this. I'm pushing myself with my Japanese piece because I'm going huge.
I got it all drawn up right here, ready to go. Traditional black and gray style, we got a lot of work to do. These judges think that they could stump me up with some black and gray fine line? Come on, I'm gonna kill this thing. Let's get to work, man. I'm so over this standing around bull.
This is by far the biggest and baddest tattoo of my career.
I'm not gonna go super big. I'm gonna go super technical because that's gonna win me the title.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
You will each be assigned 2 master canvases. For your second master canvas, you must tattoo a sleeve. The subject and style of the sleeve are completely up to you.
No matter how smooth I do a black and gray sleeve, it's not gonna stand up against Clean's sticker that he's gonna produce on somebody's arm, or Christian's buttery smooth black and gray. I have to do color. This is not my wheelhouse.
Man, that's a perfect fit. It's almost like I've done this before. I'm in cruise control right now. My color saturation is so bright and bold, it's all 100% Clean Rock 1 style.
The chest piece is gonna get me through to the final two. The sleeve is gonna be the nail in the coffin for everybody else. Almost there. I can't wait to cash my $100,000 check.
I've pushed myself way too hard to not get the title of Ink Master.
Just gonna bring that up just a tad bit.
Oh my God. I've been fighting my ass off to get to this moment.
Freaking out.
I've been through everything twice. I'm not gonna let this slip through my hands again. I'm gonna win this thing.
Tell us what you did here, man.
This was more than just for the other, all of you guys. I kind of actually specifically did this a little bit for you, Dave, because I feel like a lot of times you're a swing vote, they're more technical. I wanted something that was really dark and beautiful. And this is based on a classic ballet. It's about a young girl who is chosen by her tribe as a sacrifice, and she dances herself to death for the god of spring. So I thought it might be something you dig.
Rite of Spin, right? Stravinsky?
Rite of Spin, yes, correct. Absolutely.
Nice.
So going up against these guys, I couldn't slack. You know, I really had to be strategic, competitive. I wanted to represent where I was raised and being brought up by a single mom. The wolf actually represents my character kind of throughout the season, observing everything and planning my attacks.
Wow. She's a singer, so I really wanted to just kind of give her something that she would love, and you know, she really loves music, and I just made it 100% Clean Rock 1 style.
Ryan, I would love to see dueling hot rods, big, chunky 90s new school.
That is everything I have ever hated.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is your new chess piece. Cool, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I have a lot more to prove.
Are you ready?
New School was the one challenge that everyone else in the finale did that I didn't do. You gotta breathe, okay? It's literally the opposite of my style. Vibrant, bright color, thick, chunky lines. I don't do anything like that. You got this. This really is the tattoo that's going to make it or break it for me.
11 minutes.
I've made it this far because I've busted my ass. I deserve to be the first female Ink Master.
All right, it is the moment of truth, Ryan. Please reveal your master canvas.
Ready?
Hi, Ryan, tell us about this.
Well, Kelly assigned me 90s New School because it's the opposite of what I normally do. And I feel like she assigned it to me because she basically wanted me to prove that if I deserve the Ink Master title, I should be able to, you know, tackle any style and handle any challenge that was thrown at me. So I think, you know, this challenge was the opposite of what I've been expected to do, and I, you know, did it as true to the challenge as I could. I trained with coil machines for a few weeks before I attempted it. I started using steel tubes, and I practiced before I even attempted it, and the artwork took me a very long time.
Gian, give me watercolor coral reef.
What's up, man? How you doing, man? You must be my canvas.
I am.
Here it is. I think this is a winner.
That's so tight.
I'm just doing the watercolor drips on the sides. I'm gonna use all my traditional skills, and I'm gonna try to make this thing look like a watercolor painting. All right, buddy. I'm going for it. I want to prove to America that Puerto Rico has some badass tattoo artists. I really appreciate it, man. You're doing so good, man. Buddy.
What's up?
Dude, we got no electricity. The whole island, man.
No way.
No, with no electricity, we just can't tattoo, bro.
Puerto Rico's been without electricity for 48 hours now. There was a huge explosion in the power plant. It's a state of emergency. I was completely ready to tattoo today. This is definitely taking me out of my focus. I don't know, fingers crossed. We got the power back on. Do this, all right? Going against these girls, I still think I got a chance. I would love for there to be a female Ink Master, just not this time around. May the best man win.
All right, Gian. Let's see your master canvas, man.
Let's see that tattoo. Wait. Take it off.
Let's reveal it. Gian, what was your plan here, man? I mean, that was a tough ask from Kelly. What was your plan?
You know, I was really nervous at first, but after thinking about it, I was kind of excited. You know, it just gave me an opportunity to show that I'm very diverse and that I got what it takes to be Ink Master.
We demolished this competition. We totally earned this. We deserve to be Master Shop, 100%.
You ready to check this thing out, dude?
Yep, let's do it.
Massive. Oh my God. Yeah.
For these two master canvases, we want them to look totally different. One illustrative color, poppy, look like a sticker, and one look like you can pull it off the back. It's so realistic.
Woo! The tear is gonna be a little bit exaggerated, probably darken up her eyes a little bit.
It's beautiful, man. This is gonna be so sick.
You got robbed on season 6.
And I feel like you went home way too early.
I totally agree. So we have a lot to prove. So we wanted to do Birds of Prey.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
For the color one, we chose a falcon. The torch is representative of like taking the win, bringing it home. We really designed these to where you cannot tell who did what, and that's really telling of how collaborative we are as a team.
Dude, that is sick.
And they're gonna look great together.
I'm ready to bring the title of Master Shop home.
I'm ready to put that check in the bank.
I want to prove that not only should I have won the first time, but that the two of us together are an unstoppable team and we should win this time.
Here we have the Eve piece, so she's a little bit softer, she's a little bit more innocent.
I would rock that tattoo in a heartbeat, for
Yeah.
sure. This would be Lilith. We wanted her to be a little bit darker because Lilith was Adam's first wife. And she, in some legends, was the one who posed as the serpent to trick Eve into eating the apple, and thus the fall of man.
Pretty sick.
Badass, man. I'm ready.
One shot, one kill, homie.
It's not that big of a tattoo.
All right, Nolan, 35 hours. You ready to knock this out?
Yeah, let's get started.
Let's do it.
The other two shops have a lot of talent,
I wouldn't expect either one of them to drop the ball.
but I hope they do a little.
You think anybody went bottom of the ass?
Bold if they did. I really hope we have enough time, man. These are huge.
This whole competition, it's been Bubba's riding DJ's back. DJ's carrying Bubba through this whole thing, but he worked just as hard as I did, if not harder.
Came a long way, man. We came further than all these other guys, that's for sure, you know?
I feel like these two back pieces are the best tattoos of my career.
These tattoos are worth $100,000 each.
The title of Master Shop belongs right here at Basilica.
Well, man, those look like 100 grand a piece.
I'd say so.
Wow. And Old Town Ink, you're up first. Reveal the tattoo, guys. Let's hear from the judges. Chris.
Well, guys, this is a really risky move, and I think seeing large-scale black and gray done like this is amazing. I think the areas where you hit the really rich black under the nose, in the sockets of the eyes, you get those dark tones in the top of the lip, really push this face forward. I think overall the coverage that you guys get and the amount of time and taking that risk was really, really well thought out and well played. My only critique on it is I wish that it had a little more of the rich black in the filigree areas. to balance a bit. Otherwise, you guys killed it.
Okay, Basilica, you're up next. Go ahead and reveal.
So we wanted to do the story of Lilith, which legend has it was Adam's first wife, and she rebelled against God and Adam, and she ended up becoming the mother of demons. So that's her little babies down there, and supposedly God kills 100 of her children every day. We thought it was a dark and twisted story, and we just liked it.
What happens in this tattoo is the owl and the girl really combine together and show a lot of detail and work. When you get lower, it's a lot simpler towards the base, and I feel like the babies, especially the right side coming over the back hip of the girl, you guys kind of don't get enough time, or you don't have enough ability to get in there and detail that out as much as the rest of the tattoo. So that's really the only issue. The tattoo's beautiful.
Nice job, guys. I love the tattoo. I love what you did with the background up at the top there to give it that biblical feel. Nice job, guys. Thank you. All right, and finally, Black Cobra. Step on up. And reveal. All right, guys. Let's hear it.
We wanted to bring something that you couldn't tell whose style was more heavily influenced in it. We wanted it to look like both of us had an equal influence.
Well, guys, this approach that you took to this tattoo, these big, huge outlines, really, really strong, really graphic, really solid, strong, bold work. Where you guys, I think, come off a little bit at an odds is the filigree that you incorporate and the light shades and tones that you have throughout the tattoo. You take either a little bit away from the foreground or a little bit away from the background. You mask the work. Otherwise, bulletproof tattoo.
See what these guys did. 35 hours. Man.
Coverage, a lot of big risks. Dropping that tail all the way down past his butt cheek onto his thigh. Beautiful placement. For me, looking at the tattoo, immediately the neck, the connection to the neck, the loss or lack of scales, the position of where the spine is in relationship to where the belly turns are off. The connection of the horn to the head is also off. That spine right there would need to line up and drop around parallel to the belly. So the two yellow lines separating need to ride together. That's the big sore thumb for me in this tattoo. Otherwise, the flow of the tattoo and the coverage, color palette, spot on.
Black Cobra, you're up next. Come on down. And go ahead, reveal, please.
Well, guys, looking at the tattooing, it is flawless again. Both back pieces match. The anatomy issue here is the bottom wing. From the connection of the breast where the wing connects on the top wing, if you turn that over and look at the other side of that bird, the connections don't balance out. If you put an arch in that wing and then drop it, it would look a lot more dynamic and not as questionable.
Really great job, guys. Love the tattoo. Technically, it's as solid as it can be, and it looks like one tattooer did it, which is just unbelievable.
And the color palette is beautiful.
Really well done. Thanks, guys.
One last time, let's do this thing. I came in and I talked a big game, and I'm here to win this whole damn thing, and this is the piece that's gonna solidify it. So basically, that's what we're going with.
That's awesome.
I went a lot bigger than the other two are gonna go, but I said, it, let's go for it.
You ready for this?
I'm ready, buddy.
Yeah, I can't wait to show you what I did, bro. It's one of the most iconic scenes in tattooing. This is a battle royale.
That is amazing, bro.
I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for my people of Puerto Rico. The hurricane, it didn't only destroy the island, it destroys everybody's hope.
I'm honored to wear this.
Nice to meet you, man. Dude, I'm stoked.
If I was to win, it would just prove that if you put your mind to something and you work hard, you can do anything. The eagle portrays my team, and we have the golden skull. and then the dragon portrays Team Anthony. We're both going at Team DJ, which is the snake, and that's pretty much the way it was the whole season. At the end of it, we're gonna win it all.
There you go, bro. I'm the OG of Inkmaster. I was underestimated all season long. I proved that I'm a fighter. The demon sucks the souls out of people, eats them, wanted to do me.
Hey, King of Horror's got to do what he's got to do, man.
I mean, this thing's gonna be sick.
So this is kind of what I was thinking. It's like a religious Tibetan mask. I don't get to do many heads, but I'm always down for a challenge.
And how far down the neck is this gonna go?
How far down do you want to do?
I want my whole neck covered.
Cool. One thing I'm known for is my speed, so if I can get something bigger than the other two coaches, I'm down. Nobody's going this big, dude.
I was the most inexperienced artist to win the title of Ink Master. Now I have to prove that wasn't a fluke. What I'm envisioning is a Polynesian approach, but also I'm big on portraiture. So on one side, I'd like to apply a portrait of a Maori woman, on the other side, a man.
This is blowing my mind.
I'm taking a huge risk with this design. It's unique, it's powerful, it's completely unexpected, and that right there is what's gonna get me the win.
We gotta move and we gotta boogie because this thing is huge.
Bro, this part is gonna suck.
God Christ almighty. Find your happy spot, man. I want Team Steve to win this clean sweep.
An hour to go, bro.
This is stressful. There's no way I'm letting Steve or Anthony get in the way of my back-to-back title.
Man, I hope DJ's crushing it because I really want to see both of us stand up there victorious together.
If you never knew what $100,000 looks like, this is what it looks like.
From Team Steve, Rolly, come on over. All right, buddy, let's see your tattoo.
Where I have a hard time with the tattoo is going to be the illustration of the tattoo. The whole thing about a battle royale is showing the full bodies, right? This is a battle. They are in battle. Each one holds its own presence and its own ground. So to just do heads, it makes it very tough.
I mean, you guys said we could do any style, and that's what I did. I wanted to make sure that from far away you can read the tattoo.
From here, I see that you got a huge, badass chest piece on this guy, but I don't know it's a battle royale from here.
I did a bold tattoo. It's technically perfect, and you know, I'm happy with it.
Thank you, Rolly. All right, from Team Anthony, Juan, come on up. Check it out. I like that you can see a lot of the anatomical features of these creatures separately.
My main goal here was to create a very meaningful piece. You know, like me, Josh, and Rolly, we're in an epic battle royale, just like the animals.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're brothers. So
Yeah.
you see like the tails entangle themselves, meaning that, you know, we're all brothers, but we're all fighting.
I like the way that you bring the wing over the top that almost encases the snake. For me, the negative to the tattoo is going to be the power or the relationship between the size of the head of the dragon and the dragon's power versus the size of the eagle. I just wish that the eagle's head wasn't the same size as the dragon's head. That throws the dynamic for me and that strength off a little bit.
And finally, from Team DJ, Josh, come on over here, man. And reveal. You got a lot of coverage here, certainly the biggest piece that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I wanted to come out and just deliver something huge, epic, grand. This whole entire ride with everybody here has been that big. Trying to capture these animals and the whole body, the whole fight. There was no way I was keeping it on a chest, so I said, let's go big and let's go for it.
The first downside of this for me is the size of the dragon versus the size of his claws. Small claws for a huge dragon. Again, keeping in mind the relationship of each piece within itself and against its opponent is what makes these battle royales flow. As far as your tattooing goes, I think this thing has some really amazing features to it. I love the eagle. I love the snake. You know, these have a really strong look and your color palette is strong. It gets a little hard to read in the sternum. That eagle's head could be a little bit lighter so that it really stands out.
I worked my ass off in this competition to get here. I'm about to do a 35-hour bag piece that's gonna knock everybody off of their feet. This competition has been one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. And the one thing that really got me through was the voice of my dad just kept telling me, stay focused, keep your eye on the goal, and if you're gonna be a bear, be a
grizzly, and so that's what we went with.
That is dope. I cannot wait.
The reason I've got that salmon in there and that salmon's being tore up is because that's Team Christian, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
This image is powerful in itself. I mean, this is a samurai, and tigers are known for just being big, strong, powerful animals.
I think we've got it in the bag.
Ink Master's never seen anything like this. No ifs, ands, buts. I'm going to do a phenomenal piece. This is 100% a TJ Poole tattoo. I'm taking a W. This is gonna bring it home.
I'm loyal to Team Me. I love clean, I love Tiffer, but the bottom line is there's only one check and I'm cashing it. I went with a really badass warrior Viking skull. This is a representation of me.
That is badass, dude.
I got warrior blood running through my veins. This will win. I will put the whole $100,000 check on black, saying that will win.
I've already done this 2 other times and failed. This is the last shot I've got. I have to make sure that my tattoo speaks louder than anyone's. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
It's so sick, dude.
I want to do something that Ink Master's never seen before, and that is a full chest, full rib panel, all the way down onto a leg. I'm trying to write history, and I'm trying to win this competition.
I'm in. Let's do it.
We got a lot on the line with this one, trying to settle up with Queen. So what I want to do is kind of beat him in his own game. New school, big, bold, bright colors. I thought a really cool vampire girl.
It's rad. I love it. Yeah.
We're going to settle it once and for all, and I think taking him out on new school, that's going to put the nail in the coffin.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't just about shutting clean up. It's about proving to everybody that I can tattoo anything you throw at me.
You ready? Let's buckle up and collect that check.
You better pay off not playing it safe, because this is some stressful ass.
I'm gonna go off that spot. Just don't go nowhere. I'm not letting this dude walk out on me. I gotta finish this piece. If you can't sit, then I'm gonna lose. It has to be finished.
I realize that.
Okay, then.
Let's go.
I am faster than Tiffer and TJ, and I think that's going to be our advantage.
I hope Tony and Tiffer are killing it right now because I did my part, now they gotta do theirs. I put my all and my everything into this tattoo, and I don't think it could get any better. This snake is about to go eat a rat, and that rat is Christian.
I love this tattoo. I think it's time to shut a lot of people up. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Clean has no idea what's coming at him.
Holy
I see $100,000, man.
I'm speechless. That's crazy.
I think this might be my favorite tattoo I've ever done.
I can guarantee you one thing, that Team Clean's taking this home, and it ain't going to be Tiffer.
Next time I see you, it'll be in Vegas, showing this thing off.
If this doesn't scream Ink Master, I don't know what does.
Let's go get you this money.
That's it.
Reveal the tattoo. Christian, what was your plan here?
I really just wanted to do something that nobody was going to expect from me. Everybody thinks I'm a one-trick pony, black and gray realism. Clean tried to sabotage me, but it really kind of backfired because I was planning on doing something that he wouldn't expect either. I think this has a ton of layers. I think there's all kinds of different elements in it. I did stuff in and out of focus. This thing's wall-to-wall color. This is not a typical Christian tattoo, but it shows you I'll do anything.
Yes, it does. Super impressive, dude. Thank you. Let's take a look. Wow.
I'm always kind of known for going big and bold, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something that was the biggest tattoo that Ink Master's ever seen. I wanted to do something that you could see from across the street, and I wanted to show that you can do a tattoo, one shot, one kill, just tattooing.
Well done, man. Clean. Great job, man. Tony, you're up first. All right, buddy. Let's see it.
Moment of truth. I was taught to do just straight up tattooing. Black outlines, see it from across the street.
The legibility here is what really sells the tattoo. I love the color play in this. Having that color contrast against the blue on the skull with that hot orange and red really make this thing jump out. The outlines here on this tattoo are beautiful. Every outline on here is the same width, the same thickness. One hell of a sticker.
Hey, TJ, you're up next. Bring out your master canvas. Let's take a look. Reveal the tattoo.
Brother man, tell me the plan you got here.
Of course, I'm gonna do black and gray because that's my trick. Everybody knows my family is what strengthens me. But I want to show something powerful, something with strength. Show a tiger, samurai, sitting, you know, got 2 temples, kind of looks like he's about to go out to war. Nobody else is going to put up anything like this.
How you feeling?
I'm nervous as man.
Well, listen, man, I think you do a hell of a job here. You pull off a lot. You really make this whole tattoo come alive. You could run your fingers across some of those areas and feel it. And that way you hit it out of the park. For me, I wish that you had more of that carried up just through the helmet. But looking at the overall tattoo, this is one hell of a back piece.
Tiffer, you're up. Bring out your master canvas. Have a look.
I wanted to showcase all of the techniques that an ink master should possess coming into this competition. So everything that you 3 drilled us on, you're gonna find in this tattoo.
It's such a classy layout. It has a definitive shape to it. It has a beautiful crest-like exterior. Everything inside works with the exterior, and the big heavy black that you have that accents that shape really works well. What I wish I saw is the brown that you have behind the leaf, make that kind of color that's really rich inside that bear and punch the fact that it's a big black or brown bear home. It's an amazing tattoo, and I think you do a beautiful job. Today it comes down to really heavy, really bold application.
All right, Tiffer, thank you. You can step back.
My competitors, they gave me a black and gray realism tattoo. They thought they were gonna stump me by not having it in color, but they haven't seen me design anything like this yet. I'm designing a badass, voluptuous pirate woman. As tattooers, we are supposed to be outlaws and pirates, and I want something that still reflects who we are. I'm coming out guns a-blazing. She's pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, that's generally what I shoot for, is pretty good.
Danny and Jason gave me traditional Japanese, which is a little intimidating.
So this is Raijin. He is the Japanese thunder god. How he creates the lightning is he bangs on the drums. Badass drummer in the sky, you know.
It is a style that sometimes takes a lifetime to master.
Let's hope this works.
I only have a few months. They say that size doesn't matter, but it really kind of does.
I have come up with about 45 different designs for this tattoo.
They gave me biomechanical. It's gonna be a lot of cool colors on the outside, and then we're gonna have this big, like, fireball.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I studied the best I could from great artists, but I have to just do it the way I would do it.
That's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff back there, yeah. Sweet.
All right, man, you ready to go?
Yep. Here we go. Are you ready?
Fire in the hole.
Let's do this, man. This is crazy.
I'm doing my first biomechanical tattoo, and I'm doing my first large back piece on the biggest stage for tattoo artists. The pressure is on.
From the looks of it, dude, I don't even gotta bring my liner out this sitting. I have more experience than both Danny and Laura combined. I can't lose to either one of them. I'm here to compete, and I'm here to win.
As a woman in this industry, I feel like I have more to prove. To win the title of Ink Master, that's the ultimate goal.
No way. Because who else would this happen to, right?
Power lines coming down? The whole entire town of Warren just lost power because a tree went over a power line. My alarm.
Power. Got it. It's on. We have light.
I'm so glad that you have a truck that has a plug in it. Our own little personal generator. It's pretty sweet.
Be gentle now.
Do what I can. Shut the up! Yes!
We are done.
I think that's it.
You did it. I feel like 10 million pounds have just been lifted off my shoulders.
First biomechanical tattoo ever.
Oh my God, it's so cool.
It's so cool.
Dude, she looks amazing. I hope the best man wins. I guess that means it's gonna be me. Their tattoos have to be amazing to beat this.
Danny. Let's see it.
It's really good up there.
All right, Danny, you were assigned biomechanical. Tell us about your design.
I really wanted to make something bold and bright and vibrant, and I know light source, really important, so I thought I'd make one of my own.
Very, very nice.
Thank you so much.
All right, Creepy Jason, you're up, buddy. Let's take a look.
Dump it out, Ray. Dump it out. Women gave me black and gray realism, so I'm thinking by doing a very sexy pirate chick that I achieved what I wanted to do in the tattoo, but still what you guys wanted to see in it as well.
All right, well, thank you very much. Let's see how it goes. Jason, have a seat. Woo. And finally, Laura, you're up. Let's have a look.
Vibrant.
So I was assigned traditional Japanese, and I chose to do Raijin. He's a very powerful ancient thunder god. I always just really loved the look of these big Oni demon-like guys, and I thought it would just make a really striking, powerful image.
It certainly is. Thank you, Laura. Have a seat.